We outside. That's become a thing, man, being outside, you know. And I got my friends with me. Check me out right here. I got this tree. This is a little avocado tree I planted the other day. I just decided to bring out my rose quartz crystal, and then the rose quartz crystal decided he wants to go next to the plant, so I decided to let them connect with each other for a bit. And I got my little spiral copper wire here, right? Understanding copper is a beautiful conduit for electricity, help enhance a little bit of this earth/sun's energy into the plant, you know. And I'm out here connecting with this earth's energy as well. Got on my pyramid, got on my tensor ring, got on all my sacred jewelry, and connecting. Yes, man, family. It's crazy how things is just flow if you give allowance, you know what I mean, without trying to like have it all figured out. Because I just get a message to bring the rose quartz with you, take it out with you, and then I bring it out with me, and then all of a sudden, as I'm approaching, actually I'm coming down, I was gonna sit in my other spot right down there, but then all of a sudden I'm coming out, and then the voice said like, no, come and sit down next to the avocado tree that you plant. And then I'm coming to sit next to the avocado tree, and then the voice said again, put the crystal next to the avocado tree. You know what I mean? You ever wonder where you get all of these thoughts from? You know, where all of these streams of consciousness just keep beaming at you. You ever wonder where it come from, man? You can be engaging in a conversation and you don't have to like structure the conversation, or sometimes you try to, but then the conversation just flow and flow and flow and flow and flow. We're connected to a divine intelligence. In every nanosecond we have connection to that divine intelligence. We will never ever ever not have a connection to that divine intelligence, right? And that divine intelligence, the more we give allowance, you know, that divine intelligence is gonna flow through us, right? And the more we surrender to having it all figured out, to being so logical, the more that the more that divine intelligence is like, when you surrender, it's like basically you're saying, okay, divine God, divine one, you do the guiding, you know, you express yourself how you wish to express yourself through this divine vessel that you have created, you know, because all this flesh and we see, this is just a vessel that houses that divine intelligence. Surrender to that divine intelligence, the more it becomes present, and the more our actions, our thoughts, our intentions, and how we express ourselves will be expressed from that level of divine intelligence, right? Of divine guidance, right? Because the truth of the matter, the idea that we are the true doer, that's an illusion. Because if you slow down and look at your life, all of your primary functions of the body is independent of you and your action. You don't have to try to breathe when you go to sleep. You don't have to try for the heart to beat. You don't have to try to digest the food when you eat it. You don't have to try to grow. You don't have to try to do nothing that is essential for. You don't have to try to do anything that is essential for yourself to continue, you know, to survive, to have this experience when you're sleeping or anything like that, right? But when we're awake now, what we have is the ability to express ourselves as we choose to experience life, creation, love as we choose to. But all of the things that are necessary has been uploaded, updated into this vessel. It's like a phone. It's always going to come with the ability for you to make a call, for you to send a text message, etc. But how fast you want the phone to move, how slow, whatever, it's all dependent on you, right? And because the phone is not the true doer, and it's because we are not the true doer, right? But we can pretend we are and make life hard by trying to be in control would literally make life hard. Why trying to be so logical would literally make life hard? And it's simple, because the highest form of thinking that you can comprehend using this brain here is literally the lowest form of thinking that source can express itself via this vessel, right? But when you give allowance now and said, dear God within, because it's amazing to start to acknowledging God within. Dear God within, show me what it is that I need to know. You know what I mean? And you give allowance, and give allowance also for synchronicity, and trust that inner voice, and you take all the action. All of those action is going to lead up, like I was explaining how I get the voice to pick up the crystal, and then no, come and sit here, and then no, put the crystal there. That's how divinity works. That's how your higher mind works. It's not going to give you a whole lot of unnecessary information. It's going to give you bits and bits and bits, and as you keep taking action upon the bits of intel that divinity is giving you, and you keep taking those action, you're going to find everything is just going to flow as it's meant to be. Life is going to be easy, etc. Why? Because you're not trying to have it all figured out, and oh, how am I going to do this, and you know what I mean? So at this point of my experience of life and giving allowance, and watch how, you know, giving allowance has been assisting in making my life less stress and more happy, and reflecting these types of energy. You know, the more I do that on this journey, it's like now I don't really need to worry about nothing. I don't need to fight for nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I've done all of that stuff, and now it's just time to relax and surrender. And that's why my affirmation is, I am the love, I am the light, I am divinely guided throughout my life. Alright? And just let everything manifest. I'm going to summarize this little spiritual flow, because that's literally what it is. I don't plan to come out here and speak, but when I put my foot on the ground and I let that divine intelligence connect with this divine vessel, and sometimes some of these things have enhanced it, like I've just given like allowance to flow and speak to the Lord's children, because they say God don't break his hand, and we're all vessels of this divine intelligence. And right now this divine intelligence is projecting so much love, and then those that, you know, choose to accept the calling, that love is going to beam through, and then we're going to speak in love, right? And part of love is to surrender, because when you surrender from this little monkey mind, you surrender into the higher mind that is connected to a higher form of love to be the guide, right? So try your best, my family, to surrender. Give allowance for divine guidance.